Ladies and gentlemen, as the leaves turn gold and seasons gracefully shift, many of us reach a point in life where we possess a wealth of wisdom, stories, and experiences. We might look back and reflect, feeling a quiet satisfaction or perhaps a subtle yearning. But what if I told you that this very season, the one you are living in right now, isn't an ending or a winding down, but potentially the most significant and extraordinary beginning of your entire life? Imagine, after all you've seen and done, that heaven itself is now beginning to whisper directly to you, positioning you for something truly monumental, something that God Himself has prepared, not by accident, but with a magnificent purpose, especially for this moment. Don't let the ordinary world convince you otherwise. In the spiritual realm, you are being set up for a divine destiny unlike any other you've experienced before. You absolutely won't want to miss recognizing these signs, because if they are appearing in your life, something profoundly significant is on its way. When God prepares to release something truly significant, something that will deeply shift the atmosphere around you and through you, the woman He chooses will begin to feel the weighty nudge of divine preparation. It often starts with a profound sense of finding herself alone, not because she is unloved or forgotten, but because she is being intentionally set apart. This isolation is never a rejection. Instead, it is a powerful time of refinement, a sacred season where God lovingly removes the usual noise and chatter so that she can finally hear His clear, unmistakable whisper. He cuts off the familiar distractions, not to punish her, but to tenderly protect the precious seed of what He is about to bring to life within her soul. This kind of separation is deeply sacred, acting as a crucial cocoon where she can transform and prepare before the breathtaking emergence of her ultimate purpose. Following this period of quiet solitude, a strange, undeniable restlessness often arises within her soul, a stirring that signifies a profound change. She will begin to sense that her current circumstances, the very place she occupies, no longer truly fits the magnificent woman she is rapidly becoming. What once brought her satisfaction or comfort now suddenly feels shallow and empty. The job, the people, the everyday routine, none of it feels quite right anymore. This isn't confusion, it's a powerful transition, much like the gentle, persistent labor pains of a new destiny being born. Something significant is actively shifting in the unseen, and her spirit keenly senses it, long before her mind can fully grasp or process it. It's a profound inner knowing that she is moving from one stage to another, from what was to what is meant to be. Then, quite suddenly and without warning, doors may begin to close, not because she has done something wrong or made a mistake, but because God, in His infinite wisdom, is actively redirecting her path. She might find herself praying earnestly, planning meticulously, and yet every familiar route seems blocked. This isn't arbitrary, it's a profound divine strategy. Often these closed doors are a greater mercy than open ones, because God possesses perfect foresight and sees the entire future. When He firmly shuts one path, it is always because He is lovingly preserving her for the right one, the truly destined opportunity that aligns perfectly with His plan. Therefore, rather than mourning the closed door, she is encouraged to thank Him for His powerful protection, recognizing that His loving hand is guiding her every step. This isn't failure, it's simply a divine rerouting for a higher purpose. In the midst of this divine disruption and unexpected redirection, something else profoundly awakens within her, a deep, insatiable hunger, an unyielding thirst for more of God Himself. She starts to crave His word, diving into scriptures not out of a sense of duty, but out of sheer, overwhelming desperation for His truth and presence. She seeks His presence with a fervor she hasn't known before, not chasing fleeting platforms or the applause of others, but relentlessly pursuing true alignment with His divine will. The closer she draws near to Him, the more heaven seems to open up, pouring down profound insight and revelatory understanding directly into her spirit. She is no longer entertained or satisfied by superficial things. She is being deeply recalibrated, refined, and repositioned for powerful kingdom-level endeavors, her focus shifting entirely to what is eternal and significant. Yet, With this beautiful increase in hunger and spiritual depth, there often comes an unsettling increase in spiritual warfare and unusual opposition. Suddenly, it feels as though all of hell itself has risen up against her. Unexpected attacks might surface. Inner doubts she thought were long conquered may return with surprising intensity. Betrayals can come from those she least expects, and profound exhaustion might weigh her down. But this is not a sign of defeat. It's a powerful testament to her growing influence. The enemy fights fiercely what he fears most, and what he fears above all else is a woman who deeply knows her divine calling and utterly refuses to compromise or bow to lesser things. He perceives the anointing, the spiritual oil being poured upon her, and he reacts in panic. This very resistance is powerful proof of her profound relevance, and the storm she faces is, in fact, a confirmation that she is exactly where she is meant to be, on the precipice of something extraordinary. And then, amid the battles and the solitude, God begins to speak not just once, but over and over again. His voice comes through dreams, through the encouraging words of others, through scriptures that leap off the page with personal relevance, and through that quiet, still, small voice deep within her soul. He consistently confirms what she has felt instinctively but perhaps couldn't articulate or explain. She starts to notice clear patterns, distinct signs, and meaningful symbols, all unequivocally pointing to something far grander and more significant than herself. There's an inner knowing that something massive is about to break loose, and she instinctively clings to his confirming word as if her very life depends on it. Because, in a very real sense, it does. Each confirmation acts as a breadcrumb, guiding her deeper into her purpose. Finally, an unshakable boldness rises within her, a profound fire, a knowing that transcends logical understanding. Even when she doesn't possess the full picture of what lies ahead, she carries an unyielding peace. Even in the swirling midst of the unknown, she walks with a quiet yet powerful assurance. This is not arrogance or pride. It is authority, a gentle power under complete divine control. It is the profound boldness that only truly comes from a complete surrender to God's will. The clarity she once desperately begged for now begins to arrive in magnificent waves. Her entire posture changes, her voice carries a new weight, and her very presence becomes impactful because heaven itself has unmistakably backed her. Woman of purpose. If you are discerning these signs, the quiet isolation, the doors that close, the burning hunger for God's presence, the fierce spiritual warfare, the repeated prophetic confirmations, and this new, unshakable boldness and clarity, do not run, do not doubt, and certainly do not shrink back. You are not experiencing a breakdown. You are, in fact, magnificently breaking through. Something profoundly big is coming into your life, and when God chooses to bless, He never does it halfway. He blesses exceedingly, abundantly, far above all you could ever ask or even imagine. These are not mere coincidences. They are divine markers, undeniable proof that you are being powerfully positioned for something far greater than you have ever conceived. God is not simply preparing a blessing for you, He is preparing you for the blessing. And when He blesses, He does so in full measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is the crucial time to remain deeply focused, to diligently protect your spirit, to guard your mind, and to walk in intimate closeness with the one who called you to this moment. Because what is coming will undoubtedly require you to carry immense influence, divine favor, profound wisdom, and significant responsibility. It will demand maturity, sharp discernment, and unshakable strength, and God, in His boundless mercy, is actively making sure you are ready. Let every sign be a powerful reminder. You are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, and you are not delayed. You are gracefully becoming the remarkable woman who can handle what God is about to release, the very vessel through which heaven will powerfully move. And when the time is perfectly right, when this profound process has completed its work, and when your heart is utterly aligned with His, God will unequivocally reveal what He has been meticulously working on all along. And it will be immense, not for your own glory, not for your personal comfort, but purely for the advancement and glory of His kingdom. Because when God blesses a woman, it is never just about her. It is always about everyone she is destined to touch, lift, and lead. The the world indeed better get ready, because you are not waiting for permission. You have been chosen, and your time is now.